Welcome into Green Live. It's back. We're back on a Monday, and we're starting off with 300 subs. So shout out to all you new guys. We're so happy to have you. Let's try to get that up to 400 by the end of this episode. We were talking, also make sure you guys send this to all your friends too. Make sure they jump in the comments so we can talk some fantasy football, talk some sports bets. And then this is also the finale of the Better and Green expansion teams. So you guys want to make sure this is the first time that these teams are going to come out. So you want to be here for that. Ethan, we were just talking before the show started. The boys, well, welcome to updated Green Live, everybody. We're going to work out some kinks over here on this side, but we got an excellent show for you guys today. I got home late from work. I apologize. I was going to have Patty with me. All the Chiefs balloons, I was telling these guys, there was just a crazy party. I was going to really deck this place out. Forgot about the home inspector. Forgot about a lot of things. So we're going to just roll today. Guys, Chiefs Super Bowl champions. It feels good. I'll let you guys go real quick, and then I'll let you guys hit the game again. But initial thoughts or initial things you guys would like to say.
I'll start. The next time Patrick Mahomes is ever a freaking underdog, you take out a loan and you throw everything on it. Thankfully, I finally learned my lesson. I faded him all playoffs. Finally just threw a free play on Kansas City. So that way, if it lost, I wouldn't be pissed. It finally hit. It is automatic. My friend, even at halftime, I wish I had all my units deployed, no bets, won at half. He put $175. It was plus 325 at one point, like right after half, right after the interception, plus 325 for Chiefs to win that on the money line. Like that, you can't, I mean, when they throw the stat out there, he's been down by like 10 in every Super Bowl win that they have. I mean, guys, if the Chiefs are ever a Super Bowl or ever an underdog ever again with Patty Mahomes as the quarterback, hammer them. It doesn't even matter. They don't even need wide receivers because they obviously don't have any and they still win. So just hammer Patty Mahomes and then you'll be a rich man. Also, Ben, congratulations. We have a Super Bowl champion, Ben, a national champion, Wyatt, and then we got Ethan down there.
And me.
No, I'm kidding. Congratulations, man. What a game. That game sucked to start. I thought we were going to have a Rams-Pats game.
I know. Felt like it.
And thank God the heat turned up.
Yeah, I second that. Can't doubt Mahomes anymore. The game was weird. I didn't honestly think either team played that well, really. Like there wasn't, I don't know. It's just a weird game. I guess defensively they both played pretty well. Offensively, it was just kind of a struggle the whole time for both teams. Obviously some turnovers in each other's red zones that stopped some drives. Thankfully, I had the under that barely got there with those stupid new overtime rules, which I didn't even know about. Completely forgot that's how overtime and playoffs operate now. So that came as a shock to me. Sounds like it was a shock to the Niners. Ben, congrats to you. I am still walking around today like a wounded animal. That was not a good night for me whatsoever. So we'll see. We'll get them next year.
I'm going to add something to the OT rule. Why is that? Are we regarding the clock? Like why the clock doesn't even matter, I guess, in OT? Is that what you're talking about?
I said that.
Or are you talking about that both teams get a chance?
Yeah, both, I guess, but mostly that both teams get a chance, which is how it should be.
Unless it's, I said this, I think they said unless it's a defensive touchdown first, both teams get a chance. But I just don't understand why the clock. I think they should still have the clock be a factor. I think it should be a factor. Like, hey, Niners go down, score a field goal. Kansas City got the ball back with 7 minutes left. You have 7 minutes now to go figure something out. If the game's still tied, you roll it into another quarter or another 10-minute quarter. Like the fact that they just had a clock on there that didn't even matter. Like there was 3 seconds left in the game, and people are like, "Whoa, it does." Like if the time ran out, I guess they're just going to throw another 10 minutes back up there. Like if that's what the rule, get rid of it. But I think it'll be like it adds some urgency. It adds a little more urgency. I know it was pretty crazy. They had that really early 4th and 1 that probably, Ben, you were sweating your balls off on. But, yeah, that was easy. When in doubt, play action rollout pass with any capable quarterback is a guaranteed first down. Michigan did it, and obviously Kansas State did it. But like, I think it'd be cool to have a clock with the time running down where you had to go tie it up or win it. So, anyways, it was a great ending. I also almost had my correct score. I was very close. 25-23 was my prediction. Unfortunately, it was Kansas City 25, or sorry, San Fran 25. So it couldn't have been, it might as well just have been off by 30, 40 points. But the fact that I was within 3 points was pretty cool. But
the fact that you picked a team to score 25 points is.
I looked at Kansas City scored 25 points twice this year, but besides the Super Bowl. So I was like, okay, first of all, I don't even know how you scored 25 points. I can't figure out that math. But Kansas City did it twice. So this is their third time doing it this year. I was like, and then the Niners are scoring weird points in the 30s. So I was like, oh, this has got to be something weird this game. But yeah, it was close.
What was that? 1 touchdown, 1 extra point, and 6 field goals?
I think it's just Butker Butker having 4 or 5 field goals a game.
Butker's ridiculous. We got Asker on Facebook, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube saying yo.
God, what a fan.
MVP.
What a fan, Asker.
It's hard not to give Asker the fan of the month every month.
Yeah.
Just saying. It was great. Obviously a little nervous during the game just because of the magnitude of it, but I felt pretty confident the entire time. There wasn't a single moment in there where I was like, oh, like, this is bad. This is really bad. Toughest road to a Super Bowl championship victory in NFL history, according to DVOA. He had to play 4 of the 5 MVP candidates this year in the playoffs, beat them all. 6 straight games with a rest disadvantage, weeks 12 through 17. It's the only time that's happened in NFL history, and that is right off of the heels of them having to go to Germany. Then they had a bye week, and the team they played coming out of bye was also off a bye. That was the Eagles in the Super Bowl rematch. Right after that, 6 straight weeks of the rest disadvantage. 49er players is coming out that they didn't know about the new overtime rules. Chiefs knew about it because when we got screwed, they didn't change it. And then when the Bills got screwed, they did change it. And so really glad they changed it because then that ended up actually helping us out quite a bit this year. So thank you, Bills, for another Super Bowl victory. If the 49ers spent more time researching and practicing instead of making excuses like getting up at 6, like, I don't know, teachers and a lot of other professional jobs that aren't making millions of dollars a year get up at every single day of the week, they might have known about these overtime rules. Also I thought was kind of interesting too, the questionable holding call in overtime on a 4th down that extended a drive for the 49ers. It's kind of interesting. I thought if you have a questionable holding call go against you that you automatically lose, right? I just thought after that Eagles game, that's how it went. But, we could pretend like that doesn't, like we're just going to completely disregard that, even though if they didn't call that penalty, they would have had under 2 minutes left with 1 timeout. They scored 11 points in the whole half. Eagles, if you guys went down, the best you would have done was tie it, which is exactly how this game went. Tied, went to overtime. You guys would have lost in overtime, so sorry about that. You guys lose no matter what. 49ers, though, I think they played great. I think they played well because, like Ethan was saying, I think that both these teams played as good as they could because these were 2 very, very good defenses. So their whole thing was just make it as sloppy and messy as possible. They did that. I'm not going to... And also, rookie kicker, Wyatt's boy out of Michigan, kicked at the time, the longest field goal in Super Bowl history. Brock Purdy played great, didn't throw an interception. They had more sacks. They had less penalty yards. And I thought the play calling was good, too. And I know people are kind of giving Shanahan some crap about not going for the touchdown in overtime. There's a chance you don't get it, and there's a chance you do get it. And then the Chiefs score again. And they said that if they did get the touchdown, the Chiefs were going to go for 2. And so, also, if they don't and they tie it, then you get the ball next. So there's just so many different factors. I'm not going to blame Shanahan. I'm not going to blame Purdy. I'm not going to blame anybody on the 49ers. I think they played a great game. I think all this came down to was Patrick Mahomes being the best player on planet Earth. That's what I think. And when I was watching this game, it reminded me of the Buffalo Bills when they lost their 4th Super Bowl back in 1993. When you're watching the Chiefs go down in overtime, and you're looking at the 49ers plays on the sideline, they just fucking knew they were going to lose. They knew they were going to lose. And I thought that when they were making the excuses, that's why I said I felt so good about it before the game on Thursday's episode. They're just setting it up. They're setting up excuses. You could tell it on their face. At no point, I think, did the 49ers think they were going to win this game. I think they thought they could win this game. They absolutely could have. But the looks on their faces tell me that this mentally it was over before it started. Butker, the longest field goal Super Bowl history, never looked nervous. This team's just unreal. And I think as long, and Wyatt said it, and Ethan, you pretty much said it too in this. Wyatt said it last week. Ethan, you just said it about as long as Patrick Mahomes is healthy, I don't give a shit what happens regular season. If he's healthy, this team is a playoff caliber team, is a Super Bowl contender. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Jamar Chase, wanted to give him a little shout out too, because he said who would win the Super Bowl. He said anybody but the Chiefs. The dude took the field and lost. So sorry, Jamar Chase, you're a little bitch. I'm trading you in Dynasty for a 10th round pick in 3 years. And then my final thing before I turn it back over to you guys is we won a Super Bowl last year and then had the draft in Kansas City. I got to go to the draft, had my baby. We won another Super Bowl. Like, just what Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey and they've done for the city, and just me personally, it's just a level of happiness that I hope everybody's able to experience, which I hope you guys are able to experience one day. Just the way things just have turned around. Because, I mean, you guys are with me too. Why not as much anymore over there in Washington, but I mean, us Midwestern guys, it's the flyover states. And you get no respect. Everybody shits on you, but it's a bunch of hardworking
Maybe
people.
Missouri. Don't put Michigan in that category. Michigan's a little golden gem over there.
Man,
They got the most
hear-
freshwater lakes in the world.
Dude, I just hear people talk shit about the Midwest all the time, man.
It's probably
lump us-
Ohio.
They lump all of us in together.
That's true.
That's the thing. It's California and New York. You know, it's those two, and everything else.
And
If you're
Texas.
watching TV, it's Chicago. But yeah, and Texas and the South and Florida and stuff. So just to see like a Midwest team and just, I don't know. I'm just so happy, man. Just so much good stuff has happened. And I hope everybody's able to experience this. But I'll turn it back over to you guys.
Yeah. I did get to experience it a little bit this year. Obviously not NFL team, but I think, I'm way more passionate about college football. So, completely understand what you're going with, but the NFL it's just a different thing. You're right. Everyone in that city honestly that state or that region is kind of all on the same team. Obviously, like in college, I'm Michigan, Ethan's Michigan State. We despise each other, but when it comes to the NFL, obviously we're both Detroit Lions fans. There's just a different kind of. It's not. I don't know. It's not the same as like a college. It's not like I don't know. College, I think, is more passionate fan. I don't know. That's not true. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's different. Like, yeah.
Your city goes hard.
Yeah. Very true. So, I've the feeling that Michigan, when Michigan won, that was something I can't explain. So, and you've had it in 3 in the past 5 years. So you're a very lucky man.
Yeah.
And again, congratulations. But, what was I going to say? Oh, did you guys see the Tony Romo thing? Or it wasn't a thing, but he said it during the game that San Fran pretty much pulled the Baltimore, just decided to stop running the ball. And he just kept saying over and over and over, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Why are people going away from the run when they're so good at running? Do they just get freaked out and be like, oh, God, Chiefs are within 3. We got to throw the ball. Like there's a time and place to start throwing. And that's under 2 fucking minutes. It's not with 7 minutes left in the third quarter. I just don't understand why these teams are abandoning the run. It's great running teams against Kansas City. And they were having success. It's not like they're getting stuffed.
They were a couple times, though. That's what we remember all the good ones. They got stuffed a lot. Like any of those second down, third down runs, they were getting stuffed at the line.
A lot was up the middle, though. When they're running off tackle, yeah, it was like 5 yards of carry. I actually tweeted that out like right before Romo started talking about it. I was like, remember what happened to Baltimore when they didn't run the ball?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first 2 drives out of halftime, I don't think San Fran ran the ball a single time. Yeah, I couldn't believe that. That would be my one critique of Shanahan. I don't critique him for kicking in overtime. But yeah, I thought, I don't know. Abandoning Christian McCaffrey was a strange move, we'll say.
Yeah. Asker, are there any more social medias you guys are on? X? Did you get X? Are we on anything else, guys? He said, by the way, you're killing it on Instagram.
As far as streaming goes.
Yeah, definitely not as far as streaming goes. Also, I did see a meme. I want to pull it up real quick. The Super Bowl MVP. And I just got to say, if you're going to say that after this game, then you're just going to say it after every game. I get it now.
Yeah, I don't think it was a poorly roughed game by any means. Asker, one more social we are on is the Sharps app. Sharps with a Z. Use our code BETT, BETT269. Go join us over there. Love to see you.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. Yeah. Anything else you guys wanted to hit on? Surprised that Travis didn't get down on one knee.
Dude, also, what is that? Why is he running into Andy Reid? I understand people get hot, but come on. And I know they joke around. They're like, I know Andy wasn't totally offended by that, but like, and I know they probably push around and kind of horseplay like that, but like that looked bad on TV. That looked bad, and I know he caught him off guard, or whatever, but it wasn't a great look. And I know Andy Reid probably takes it a little differently, but on TV it was awkward.
Yeah, all I could think is you just got to be careful because a man of Andy Reid's age and size, one awkward step to the side, and that might go on ACL. So,
yeah,
gotta be careful there.
I mean, if Dre Greenlaw can tear his ACL just running on the field doing nothing, then Andy Reid can tear his.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I think it's an Achilles now that I looked at it. But
that's right, it was.
Yeah, but how does that happen when you're just? Go ahead.
The soft turf they had to practice on all week, or was that the fire alarm?
Damn it, UNLV. I don't know, man. Like I'm out of shape, and like I would love to start playing pickup basketball again. But watching these guys just walk onto the field and blow out ACLs is terrifying because that's like an 8-month. Well, I don't know. I guess if you have money, it's a 3-week injury. But for all of us normal people, that's like an 8-9 month recovery.
Yeah,
and I'm getting freaked out from how easily this is happening. What is that, number 5 or 6 non-contact ACLs or Achilles?
At least.
There's been a lot.
No, man.
Cousins, Rodgers, him, 2 Miami defenders, I believe, Phillips and.
Oh yeah, Chubb.
I think another one.
Is it Chubb?
Yep.
Asker says Sharps, SHARPZ. Yes, Asker. That's how you spell it. Yeah, I didn't like the Kelsey thing personally. Like you said, White, you don't really know their relationship, so I'm not going to talk too much. I'm not going to trash the guy, but I know I didn't treat my coaches like that. Like that's not really the way I vibe, so I didn't like it a ton either. But
I've screamed at coaches. I just haven't gone up and shoved them like that.
My thing is, I just I don't know. I guess I'd have to see the play. But I'm like, what much more could you have done? Like maybe held a block a little bit longer, I guess. But I don't know. It just seems like a weird time. It's not like they pulled him and then Mahomes threw a pick or something, what should have gone to him, like off the backup's hands or something. It's just
was that after the Pacheco fumble?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's just wanting to get involved. Because, I mean, I think the whole first half, he had 1 yard?
Yeah. Which I don't. Yeah, I think it looked worse on TV. I don't fully blame him. I mean, he's your second best player. He's probably frustrated when something goes bad when he's not on the field and he felt like he should have been. But, yeah, honestly, my only thought was what I'd already said about Reid. You just got to be careful with that because one wrong step for a man of that age and it might end up in the hospital. So,
Dude, you're right. You're right. Oh, that was Nick
What'd you guys think of the
Sirianni. You might
halftime
have pulled
show?
up the strap though.
Yeah.
I was pretty underwhelmed. What did you guys think?
I felt like I was at a middle school dance.
I
First of
felt
all,
like
the first 3 minutes could have been cut out. I enjoyed like Ludacris and frickin' will.i.am. The rollerblading was weird, but like I don't know, like that reminded me of like it's literally like middle school dance. Like yeah, that song or whatever. Didn't like the amount of pelvic thrust. That was a little too many for my liking. Alicia Keys is probably gonna get a divorce. The shirtless was weird. Very sweaty. I think Usher might be into men. Ludacris has an afro. I don't know. It was weird. There was a lot going on.
yeah. Usher hasn't aged a day since the first time I ever laid eyes on him back in 03.
He hasn't.
Yeah, other than that, it was weird. But
I feel like he
I'm
just
not
wanted
much of a commercial or halftime show guy as is, but
I don't remember
Taylor
a single
S-
commercial.
Taylor Swift's song was not covered.
We
That's
knew
true.
that. We knew that.
Yeah.
Bieber did not make
Bieber did not make an
uh,
appearance.
appearance.
Yeah, I didn't watch any really commercial. I was honestly just every commercial I had a whole checklist of bets and just was looking at stats and seeing how much I needed. And I missed all the commercials.
Yeah.
I think that's just more, I don't know. Is that more of a kid thing? I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's kind of ended at this point.
Yeah, let us know in
Yeah,
the
why-
comments.
Yeah.
I also have to now know how much people won for that kick of destiny. I mean, it's
Oh
probably
my
like
gosh.
$1.17, but that guy. First of all, if Gronk is watching this, maybe try taking like 2 steps back and getting a run.
Yeah, why are you taking just a one step?
I could kick a 25-yard field goal probably in middle school. Like, there's no way he actually can't. He's just that bad. There's just no chance.
Yeah.
There's just no chance.
There's
I
no
mean,
chance.
a 25-yarder is like, I could probably do it with my left foot. But
Yeah. You remember how much they built it up that first time, and then it almost felt like a rush afterthought this year.
yeah,
I don't
Yeah.
like it. I just think it's dumb.
I had a full unit on No One to Cry during the national anthem. I dove
Son of a-
deep. I had my reasoning. I was sure of it. And then fucking Chris Jones. I'm like, dude, you've been here 8 times in a row. Like, what the fuck are you doing crying now?
Dude,
I watched every Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl with Chris Jones, national anthem. He was stone cold the whole time until this year. And so, yeah, then like I was already kind of pissed about that. Then Reba held out the Brave, so I thought I lost the under national anthem time, so I was pissed about that. And then Gronk missed the kick, and the game hadn't even started yet. And I was like, oh my God, I am just in shambles already.
I see they're blaming him crying on a like Kelsey pregame speech in the locker room before they went out.
So that's the guy I got to go after.
Yes, you already
Oh,
don't
it's
like
Chris
Kelsey.
Jones.
Did
You tweeted out that GIF of Chris Jones today, and then I was like, okay, I gotta go find one, but there's no fucking chance I put Chris Jones in mine. That guy cost me yesterday.
I am nervous. Chris Jones and Snead are both free agents.
Snead should have been gone for the punch. Not really,
Punch.
but
The punch.
I've seen,
it was. It was.
did they
looked
redo
like a
the
slap.
anthem scoring or the anthem time?
It went under. Yeah.
So they got rid of the second Brave?
Yep.
Oh, that little B word trying to
Yeah.
finagle Vegas. You can't beat
Oh.
Vegas, Reba.
I guess MGM paid out both over and under, so
Oof.
I guess she kind of did.
Single mom that works 2 jobs. Aaron says we need to see Ethan try 25-yard left foot field goal.
Okay, yeah. I would definitely. I'm just thinking about it right now. I would miss. Right foot though. Right foot. At least 9 for 10. At least.
Videos or it didn't happen.
I was second string kicker on my college team.
There you go.
Division II. Our second string kicker had like neck surgery or something, so they threw me in there. Never had a shot, but did make a 55-yarder in practice.
Nice.
Hey.
Not
Off a
live
tee?
though. No, but no line, so it would have hit the center's butt pretty much. Didn't get much off the ground.
Yeah, I don't have anything else for the Super Bowl unless you guys do.
Did we? Oh, sorry. Gatorade color. Did that ever come out? What that was? Purple. Okay. What else was that? MVP. Who did he thank first?
Not
Oh.
the city, allegedly.
You said not the city?
I didn't really hear. I didn't even I was pretty upset afterwards, so I didn't fully watch the after show or whatever the hell that is, but I didn't even hear them announce. Like, I just saw him talking, and then I saw like tweets like, "Oh yeah, Mahomes is MVP." I didn't even hear him. Did they even announce that he won? Or like,
I mean,
usually they do, like, in your Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes. I
Right.
didn't hear that.
I didn't either, but I was like screaming quite a bit and like
Okay.
partying with my guys. So
It was also probably assumed because I don't know who else would have won it other than
If the Niners won, would they have given it to Jennings?
they had to be.
What are the
Had
odds
to
on that?
Would
That would have been nuts. I
It's
did
like
have
the-
him anytime touchdown plus 850. Beautiful.
I did see like him to throw a touchdown was like plus 250,000.
Jeez. And then I just wish I saw these things beforehand. Oh yeah, he was an all-state quarterback in high school. Well,
Right.
can we learn that before the game?
Vegas
Do I need to go
doesn't
on
want it.
do I need to go research what these guys played in high school?
Right.
We all knew Antoine Randall. He was a quarterback at Indiana. That one's clear. But
Edelman.
Edelman, yeah, Kent State.
Yeah.
But yeah, that ball was up there for a long time too. I don't know how that didn't get picked off.
I thought it was going back to Purdy too. I was like, "What
So
the
did I.
fuck are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then I was pumped.
Dude, freaking Bolton got bumped and then took the outside instead of just cutting back in, and like, I mean, there's no chance of catching McCaffrey after that. Damn you,
No.
Bolton. God, I hope we keep Drew Tranquil though. That dude's a fucking beast.
That Pennell dude, he ate the rest of his teammates. The dude is massive. When I saw his arms, I was like, how does anyone get by this guy?
And he's not like even a starting D tackle for us.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah. Yeah. It kind of makes you think, what was his name? The dude that played for the Vikings. WWE wrestler. Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Mm.
Big old boy, but can't do shit.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to pull it up over here. Some of my stuff. Who wants to go first with their bets?
I can go.
I can go. Or yeah,
Fine.
go for it, Wyatt.
Do we do all three or just one at a time? I forget.
I think we do one at a time.
Okay. I will start with I think these are all later. Sorry, my dog's drinking water, probably very loudly.
Yeah.
It's at 9 p.m. tonight. Kansas, Texas Tech college basketball. I'm using 2 boosts on this game. The first, these are both on DraftKings, profit boost 50%. I'm just taking Texas Tech straight up on the money line. It's minus 165, which is gross, but boosted is minus 110. So Texas Tech straight up on the money line at home against number 6 Kansas. It's me and Ethan Sisto. If you guys follow us on Getting Technical, it's 100% our system. Emotional letdown spot for Kansas. Once again, same identical spot last week against K-State on Monday as well. Awful short rest. Love Texas Tech. Their line has moved up to minus 3.5. I'd probably still take the spread, but I'm just going to boost the money line to a respectable minus 110.
Yep, we'll stick with that game. Same thing. I'm on Texas Tech, 3.5. I'll lay it because I have the boost. I might buy it to 3. Just get rid of the hook there, just because I have the boost. But yeah, Texas Tech minus 3.5, I guess, for the official play. Wyatt mentioned everything. Texas Tech only one true home loss to Cincinnati. Big game for them, barely outside the top 25. Everyone's loading up on Kansas because of that ranked team. They have the number next to their name. Doesn't mean shit. Yeah, Texas Tech all day.
I'll go with the Golden Knights money line right now. It's dropped 19. I think, Ethan, you call it like 19 cents from opening. I just think the Golden Knights, they're on a run. They're at home. They're against the Wild, who I'm not super high on. So I like the Golden Knights tonight.
Not gonna lie, I completely forgot about hockey. So I'm all
That's
basketball today. I'm going a uncommon game, probably not a very popular game, but I have said this name before, and that is Bethune-Cookman, whatever the name is. They are hosting Texas Southern. I'm going to take Texas Southern in this game. I got them at +2. They're down to +1, +1.5, despite 78% of the bets coming in on BCU, BC Bethune-Cookman. Cookman's the better team at home, small spread. Doesn't make any sense why the line's going where it's at. Again, I don't know anything about these teams. Just trying to read the betting splits, and it's speaking to me to take Texas Southern. So I got that locked in at the +2.
Whew. I thought for sure you were going Detroit Mercy.
Are they playing tonight?
Nope.
Oh, thank God. Because the one game I'm going to not take them on the money line, they're going to win.
Right. I'll go to the NBA. I'm going to take the Bulls +3.5. Like the spot here for Chicago. They are off an overtime loss. Kind of like taking the team off the OT loss. This is their third game of a road trip. Lost the first one. Let that second one get away. I think they're going to want to capitalize here against Atlanta. They've been off. They have a rest day in between each of the last 3 games, so they should be well rested. And then Atlanta, this is their third game in 4 nights, so I think they could get some tired legs here. They have won their last 2 games as well, so yeah, I think the line is probably a little bit skewed into Atlanta's favor just because they are at home off 2 straight wins when they haven't been the best team this season. But yeah, I like the spot for Chicago here. I think it's going to be ugly like every single NBA game is until the last 5 minutes. I think the Bulls will pull away.
I will do NBA also. I'm looking at the Wizards Mavericks over 247.5. Wizards are terrible, so I can see the Mavericks just going absolutely nutso on them, and we'll see how much the Wizards can score. Defense in the NBA is like the Pro Bowl in the NFL. I'm looking at right now, they're getting the overs getting 32% of the bets, but 69% of the money. So we're going to have 37% split there. So I'm going to go with the sharp money.
I actually just tweeted that play out. Sorry, I was typing a little bit earlier on this live. I was stressing coming down the game times here, but yeah, I did. I actually just took that exact same play, 247.5 for the same exact reasoning. Is at 76% this morning in favor of the under, and the line just hasn't budged. So there's a reason. I was actually going to say that play, so I'm going to go to actually one that me and Ethan were talking about earlier in the NBA. And while we were live here, I was scrambling, looking at my phone quite a bit, so I apologize. But this line just dropped 3 points, and I don't really know why. And that is the Knicks and the Rockets. Originally really liked the Rockets at the +3 against the Knicks. This opened at 6. I think last night it got down to 3. It was at 3 all day. It's pretty much I think the Knicks are now a 1-point favorite. I still love Houston. I'm just going to go Houston straight up on the money line, and I know that goes against you, Ethan, but I don't know that line. There's no one out really. The only guy that is out that I think is any good is on the Rockets. So I'm just not seeing why the line's moving where it's at. So I'm going to take a shot at Houston Rockets straight up on the money line.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that game. I think Houston's the sharp side, so that does worry me. But I do kind of like the Knicks. I don't know. I'll probably leave that one alone. My last play, sticking with the NBA, I'm going to go Bucks money line here. It is pretty public, which does make me nervous, but basically don't love the spot for the Nuggets. They were on a 3-game win streak to start off the month. Went to Sacramento and just lost. kind of got blown out, lost that game by 29 points on Friday. If you look at their schedule, who do they have on deck? Sacramento one more time. It's a quick turnaround here, quick revenge spot. I believe they beat the Bucks. They just played the Bucks on the 29th of January, just beat them. So I think they could. I mean, it's tough to say you're going to overlook the Bucks, who have been one of the best teams in the East in however many years. But I just think they have instant revenge on their mind against Sacramento. The Bucks have probably had this game circled since losing on the 29th to Denver, and the Bucks also just ended a 3-game losing skid by beating up on the Hornets. So I think that was kind of their get right game. I think they continue and make it into a little streak here. So I think they take care of the Nuggets tonight.
I like it. I like that one. I'm looking at that one actually right now versus a spread. Do we want to diversify?
We're still looking for that first 9-0 week, so maybe not.
Okay.
If we can double up a couple plays and go like a 7-0, that really means a 9-0. Like, I'm cool with it.
Okay, yeah, I like the Bucks too. Looking at that, I can't believe how many times are you gonna get the Bucks money line at plus anything? I mean, rarely ever. Against the Nuggets, which at home, yeah. I mean, you're looking at this. The Nuggets aren't the early 2010 Warriors. They're not like the Cavs. They're not the Heat. Yeah, I like that, man. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks. Caitlin, if you're watching, go Bucks.
Yeah. Go Bucks. Hopefully she's at
Lions.
the game. That'll be a good one. And Lions.
I do have Jokic triple-double in that game, plus 200.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
10 points, 10 assists, 10 boards.
Yeah. He'll probably get 9-9-9. Be my luck. Yeah.
Did you see that Tyrese Halliburton play? Where
he just threw it off the backboard from the 3-point line?
Yeah. And then pitched it out. Yeah. It was like, this is how I expect my players, or what I expect my players to do when I bet their rebounds and assists over. He just threw it off the backboard, rebounded it, pitched it out while he was still in the air, drained a 3, rebounded a 6.
Aaron says Kyrie was listed as day-to-day, but is going to play, so I like the over as well. Back to the one that we were talking about, Wyatt.
Okay.
All right.
You said Mavericks. I haven't heard the last time. I just always say Mavs, so it's weird to hear the Mavericks. I don't know. And the way you said it was a little weird in my ears. It's like, what the hell team is that?
Did I say Mavericks?
I don't know. You say it a little differently than I think. I don't know. I guess it just sounded weird. I just always say Mavs. So
you can tell how much basketball I watch.
No, I mean, you know, a little bit different accent. Your tens, you say ten or something weird like that. And it's a little different.
I'm a Missouri guy.
Not as nasally as us Michigan boys, but yeah.
Hey, they say I got an accent even in St. Louis. I'm like, I'm just from the other side of the state, dude. There's no fucking way.
Well, I have a different accent than Detroit, but I don't think it's from distance.
Oh my gosh. Well, one of the problems is you still have all your teeth.
True. I also don't like crack, so.
See, that one was even an unprompted crack reference. We didn't even need to ask her for that one. You guys got anything else?
I think that wraps it pretty good.
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. We have a really good UFC card this week, actually. We finally off the fight nights at the Apex. We got, I believe, it's Ilya Topuria versus Volkanovski. We got me and Ethan are going to be coming out with 2 5-minute wager videos. These guys are working on, they're getting technical right now. But guys, thank you guys for joining us. This will actually be, I talked to the guys earlier, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with the family, so I will actually be stepping away from the lives outside of football season. But you guys need me. If you guys are busy on a Monday, let me know. I'm still around. But the new job are watching. Haven't broke that news yet to him. But yeah, about having a little change of schedule too. But thank you guys for doing that, man. Both of you.
No problem.
Absolutely. Family comes first. We'll still pull you in though, but I don't know, once or twice in the summer.
Yeah, let me know, man.
We'll get you in.
If we got something important going on, I just can't. I can't with all the baseball. We might just have to completely stop all movement once baseball season gets here. No more uploads.
Yeah, get me off of baseball.
I think I'm gonna start looking into like South Australian rugby or something for the summer and just see if I can become an expert.
Yeah.
Have some action in my life.
Hey, golf.
Yeah.
Maybe we can go back to golf.
Yeah.
Horse racing. Our Derby video did pretty well.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, we got 3 big races. We gotta attack those.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But I want to thank you guys. Thank you, gentlemen. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, we'll see you guys next episode. Peace, guys.
I do have one last thing to say. Actually,
Yes.
2 quick things.
Yes.
Ben, seriously, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm jealous of you. Secondly, I have tweeted out a few different times where I've had some good luck and called some things right in sports. But I don't always call everything right. I do believe one time I said the Chiefs had 0 chance to win the Super Bowl this year, and I was wrong. So just got to own up to when I'm wrong too. That one is one I remember. I'm sure I've been wrong plenty of times. I just don't go digging for them like I do with the winners. But yeah, I
fair.
was dead wrong. I didn't think they had a chance at one point, and they won. So congrats again, seriously, Ben. And
Thank you.
hopefully it's Detroit next year.
Absolutely, man. Can't win it every year. Now we all know a little bit more about Patrick Mahomes and his himness. But man, what a great year it's been. I had a lot of fun filming with you guys. But until next year, and we'll see you guys later. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.